In this video series, we share a relatively rare insight into the practice of private readings in evidential mediumship, which differ fundamentally from the more widely known public demonstrations, of course. All the sitters agreed willingly to the publication of the readings, since they are all part of the spiritual community and understand the benefits of sharing and giving. Hence, it doesn't come as a surprise that a lot of the information in the readings gear around that topic. To understand the depth of the process, you would have to feel into the presence and into the matter of the subject, which is closely related to each and everyone's heart. And of course, you would have to watch the videos from the beginning to the end. Enjoy. That is. So give me a few seconds, please. I feel that right away. You do the meditation, right? You yourself, you do meditation and try to link to spirit. Because I feel there's not a loved one coming here right away. I feel that there's a guide coming through. You would understand that you have contact with a guide. That is a male guide. I'm not sure if it's a male guide, but it has a very strong presence. Let's put it like that, right? It has a very strong presence, and would you understand that you have a personal contact to a guide that isn't something that presents herself as a nun or maybe a monk or both at the same time, or maybe both of them? Would you understand that?
No, not
No. No, okay. Would you understand a meditation session last week or about 1 week ago that was very intense and very helpful and very somehow revealing? About a week ago, you should remember that. They're talking about you having a meditation and them and they want to make a contact with you. They want to make more conscious contact with you. That's why they came, right? Would you understand that there was something, they're talking about the window in the room where you are meditating. I feel that the window is more on your back, on the right side of your back when you are meditating in your meditation posture.
Yes.
Right. And they're talking, well, would you understand that 1 week ago there was something happening to the window or just outside the window?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, at this meditation session, there was happening something to the window, right? Good. They want to make themselves more known to you. Okay? And it's very important that the current stage in your development, that you open to them more consciously. because you meditate and you wish to have a certain kind of outcome, right? You have an idea of what to do when you meditate, and you expect something specific from your meditation.
Sometimes, yes.
Yeah, I think it's more an overall. Uh, this is your attitude they're talking. It's not something about the technique, right? It's about the attitude. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? All right. And they want you they want you to relax more in that meditation. Okay, relax more and understand that you have these guides there, and I feel that this is okay. There are several guides here. There's several of them, at least one, two that present themselves in that manner. I feel a monk and a nun connection, but don't expect that. Actually, it might be just my perception, right? That is not so
Mm-hmm.
important. The importance. They're there. There's no doubt that they're here, and they want that they use me to talk to you, and they want to become a part of your life, a conscious part of your life, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And for that, you must let them in, right? Like it's like you must open the door or the window, since we have been with the window, and that means that you just relax and let them come to you. And you will feel them, you will see them, and they will make their presence really they will make their presence known to you in your consciousness, in your energy field, and then you will know it's them. And then it will build up gradually with time. And that is very, very
Mm-hmm.
important for all of us and for you as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So that's the first thing that they want to share with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they are retreating now. They're thanking us, and that is it's just like that, right? You have to you open yourself up to them when you meditate. Okay, and don't forget it. And now I feel that there's a gentleman coming through. Would you understand that you have an uncle in the spirit world?
Um, no, but I think I know who it is if you say the word
He's
uncle.
presenting him. He's talking to me as he was an uncle that you knew very well, but he died too soon or very early, relatively early.
Yeah, that's my brother.
It's your brother. Okay, okay. Um, but is he an uncle? Then I assume he
He's
is
an
an
uncle of
uncle.
my
That
kids.
is an uncle. Yeah, exactly. Of your
Yeah.
kids. There we go. So we have
Mm-hmm.
right. Um, it was a he passed away too early, and it must have been tragic, right?
Yes.
It must have been actually very tragic. What he told me. But it also it's quite a while ago. It's not recent.
Yes.
It's quite a
Mm-hmm.
while ago, and everyone is already. Uh, he says the trauma has already been dealt with or processed
Yes.
within the family. That's whispering, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's not an extreme amount of healing necessary regarding that trauma. The healing has already taken place.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to share you that he's very happy in the spirit world, and there must be someone else in the spirit world. He's referring to a sister that he's together with. Would you understand that? A sister, a sister of whom? Would you understand that he didn't pass alone, that there were other people involved in the passing?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
A female, a
No.
lady, not a
Mm-hmm.
female. Okay, but at least there were other people involved in the passing, right?
Yes.
But nevertheless, he's talking about a sister that he's there, and right, that a sister of your mother.
No, they're all alive. It's
They're
grandma,
all alive.
probably.
Yeah, yeah, no, no. Let's keep let's keep them
Yeah.
alive, right? There must be some. Okay, let's. Oh, one sister of your mother that is one aunt of yours. He's talking about that sister. He's very connected to her because the way that what she's doing, right? He's somehow very much close to her. Would you understand that? Would you understand? Would you know about that sister of your mother? I don't know if there's several. He's talking about one that is at the moment at the brink of opening herself strongly towards reality, towards soul, towards spiritual matters at the very moment.
I don't know.
You don't know,
No.
but he's one of his sisters, or this of your mother, must have must have several children.
Um, yeah, they all have kids.
And would you understand that only one has several children, or are there several options? I'm asking you now to clarify what
Only
he's
one
talking.
has more than one, yes.
Only one has more than one. That's it. He's talking
Hmm.
about that one. That one with several children, and he's very pleased with what she is doing.
Okay.
Okay, she's very pleased with, and I feel that he's talking about she is opening through in her life. She's opening. She's seeing more. She's feeling more. She's got more. She's getting much more in touch with her heart and her soul, and he's talking to you about that because he wants you to share your experiences with her.
Okay. We are not in contact.
Right. Maybe
Yeah.
that's the reason why he came to her, but that's not true.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter that way. Okay. Right. You shouldn't worry about that. There will be an opportunity coming up without you doing anything. Okay. Without
Mhm.
you doing anything. And when you are there, when you are in contact with her, you will actually see what he meant, or you will feel it, right? You will feel what he meant. And you will feel how you can how you can share your wisdom, your knowledge, what you have, what you learn with her in such a way that it is compatible between you two. And that is very important, he says, because she must be guided, she must be helped in this so she can understand that it's true what she's feeling and what she's experiencing. And he says you are much more experienced in that and much more clear about that matters, and you should give her a helping hand in that respect, right?
Okay.
um, he was a very social man. He was a very
Mhm.
social man. He had many friends, many acquaintances, and I also feel he Hmm. He was very active, right? He was very active, and he liked, and somehow he liked the fast life, right? That's why
Absolutely.
he liked to living fast, right? Fast cars, fast actions. fast girls. I don't know what that means, but you know what that means, right? Right, all that
Yes.
stuff. So he was like that, and also I feel that that he's showing me that he engaged. Um, I feel that he was a very intelligent man. He was a very intelligent man, but he also liked to have hands-on. He liked to work with his hands as well.
Yes. Yes.
He did
Correct.
that, and I feel it's more like repairing and mending more than producing, right?
Yes.
That's what he
Mm-hmm.
did, like whatever.
Yes.
Okay, that's what he did. He liked it very much, and I also feel that he was physically strong, and I feel that he also engaged in some sports or activities to improve that, right? In some
Yes.
sport activity to improve that, and I also feel there was a gang of three young men. You know the gang, him and two friends,
Mm-hmm.
and they were very close.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them also was involved in the tragic accident,
Yes. Correct.
but not two. One of them.
Yes. Correct.
He says it was recklessness. Okay, of course it was recklessness,
Mm-hmm.
and he had to deal
Mm-hmm.
with the guilt of causing such a lot of pain. That was his guilt. But he wants to tell you that he has dealt with it as well in the spirit world. He wants to tell you that just as you have dealt with it, he has dealt with it in a, of course, totally different manner. And yeah, and he was able, and he still is able to mold this kind of um, redemption that you underwent into an energy, into a power, into a capacity that he wishes to use to help the family as much as he can, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he wishes to continue to contribute to the family matters, but in a much more constructive way.
Mm-hmm.
He understood that his life, that he was actually selfish. He was a selfish man.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, and he understood in the spirit world that his emotional problems that he had, um, no one was really responsible for that. They happened as a result of life, and he. Would you understand that he had an issue with his father, with your father?
Mm, yeah, more with my mother, I think, but it could be.
Or more with your mother, right? But he's bringing in that there was some that he was okay. He's talking about the father as well. But the point is that he understands now that it was just life. He back then he was blaming other people, right? He was blaming other
Mm-hmm.
people for his uh, uh, for his emotional problems. But he understands now that actually everything is a
Mm-hmm.
a complex web of action, report, and response, and there's no one to blame. It was him that was so selfish and wasn't able to deal with what he had and
Mm-hmm.
who he was. And hmm, there was one specific girlfriend that was very close to the family as well, but he also didn't manage that very well. Remember
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. One specific, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he says she is still, there's still an impact on her. Her healing process has not been so, so, so successful as the healing process of you and your family. She's talking about that girl. She's still impacted by his action actually, by his action actually.
Mm-hmm.
And he asks you to send her healing as well. He don't ask you to talk to her because he suggests that that would be complicated, right? Right.
Mm-hmm.
If you talk to her about him and he thinks that wouldn't be the best idea. But if you send her healing, he will be able to send her healing more through you and through your action because you two can connect easily.
Mm-hmm.
So he's
Yeah.
asking you actually to act as a healing channel on his behalf and also for him.
Mm-hmm.
So he's very happy actually. He's extremely happy that you do what you do. That the spiritual pathway is has been opening up, especially in the last 3.5 years. Would you
Mm-hmm.
understand that, right? He's very happy about that, and he saw that, and he wasn't not yet able to do much about it, but now he is, and that's why he comes so strongly through
Mm-hmm.
with these messages of for you to to nudge you into action, right?
Mm-hmm.
To nudge you into action. He says you are so much more empathic than he was, and you are so much more good willing than he was. And that is, he
Mm-hmm.
says, thereby you are much more stronger. He always acted as a tough guy, and everyone thought he was the tough guy. But in the spirit world, he understood that that was not the case. That the way
Mm-hmm.
you act you are sometimes way too shy for what you really are. And he says that is something that is more of a strength than you might know, because you, not shy people in general, but you do what you know is right. You do it anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Without
Absolutely.
without making a show or like him, right? Without showing off, and that is the
Mm-hmm.
strength. And you complete your goals, right? That's what he says. You complete your goals,
Mm-hmm.
and would you understand that he was also jogging? He's showing me jogging fast, running somewhere.
No, I don't know.
You don't know. He's showing me someone must be running. He's showing me a young man running.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's him. He's running.
It is.
He's clearly showing me running. He was always on the run, so to speak. So it
Oh,
was right.
yes, that's for sure. Yeah.
You can say I can understand that. So he was, but fast again, fast, very fast, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was always on the run, running away from something actually,
Mm-hmm.
and and he brings that again as so much different than you are. You're much more settled. You are much more calm, and you are finding. But he wasn't finding; he was just running away. And you are finding things that you need to find. And
Mm-hmm.
he knows that no matter what challenges life presents to you, you will deal with them in this your very calm inner strength in a way that your inner wisdom will guide you and always show you what to do. And he's so very happy about to see that, because he understands also that things haven't been so easily for you nor for the whole family, and he's so happy that you are so rooted in yourself, actually, that you're so
Mhm.
rooted in yourself and are able to act from your inner core and not only from the family patterns and the social patterns that are also always influencing so much. And he says that
Mhm.
is the real strength that you have. And please be aware of that very strongly. Again and again, be aware of that very strongly. And um, he thanks you strongly in advance for the help that you give to all these people on your way, because he says you this my nudging to you is just the start, right? You will see.
Mhm.
It's just the start, right? You have your aunt, you have his ex-girlfriend in your way, and then this is just the start, and you will expand and expand on that, and you will learn, and you will enjoy, and you will be a giver. That's what he says. You will be a giver. He was more of a taker. You will be a giver. That makes a person much stronger,
Mhm.
right? And he leaves you with all his love. He really loves you, all his support. And please be sure that he's changed significantly. Changed
Mhm.
significantly. He wants to help, he wants to contribute, he wants to be there, and he is there,
Mhm.
right? Always.
Okay.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Nah, yeah, I do feel his presence a lot.
You do feel his presence a lot.
Hmm.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So they gave you quite a lot of homework.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because the girlfriend I can definitely relate to, but the aunt, not really. Um, Especially, well, I don't know. I didn't see her for a year, so I don't know what she's been up to in the last year, but it's a very, very broken relationship. So I don't know what's coming there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you will see.
Hmm.
Talking on my behalf, with this kind of messages or suggestions from spirit world, they are just, of course, very natural, and right? Like anyone said, look, you need them, and maybe we ourselves, I have the impression, sometimes make too much of it. Oh, I have to help her. Oh, I have to engage in something, in a relationship that will
Hmm.
be very strong. No, 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 it's not like that necessarily, right? Uh, uh, a short conversation, or maybe even only a helpful hand or something, might be enough in that moment to guide the people into the right direction. And we will never know how strong that was,
No,
because
that's true. And
you
the insight
understand,
it might give. Yeah.
you know.
No,
With a
that's true.
girlfriend, it is a very clear. That's a very clear thing, right? You just send your healing. You know how to do that, and you do that, and he will be with you. And actually, that you tell me that you feel him a lot. It looks like he wants to, not improve only your relationship. He wants to enhance your relationship to become stronger. So
Hmm.
for him to help you and thereby the whole family more, and also for you to improve your soul abilities, your right, your healing, your meditation, your mediumship, your insight, your wisdom, all this, right?
Hmm. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, and I know he's helping me because things happen that are impossible, and then it happens. So it's no
No,
longer impossible.
no, 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 no.
So yeah.
Going
Hmm.
back to the guides. In the beginning, I felt them clear. I clearly can distinguish between a guide and a loved one. It's that different feeling.
Hmm.
And so now it's for time for you to open up to them more. Well, that's also actually that's quite common because all of us, we have to open up to them sooner or later more. We should. We don't
Hmm.
have to, but we should, right?
Yeah.
They're just there, right? They're just as natural as anything else. And the
Hmm.
more we become aware of them and conscious, the more beneficial it is for all of us.
Yeah, and I've been thinking about um how to connect more.
You've been
So
thinking
that,
about that.
yeah.
Good. So there was an answer.
Yeah. So that's funny. Yeah. But I'm aware of them.
You are aware of them, right? Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. That's why,
Hmm.
yeah. But much more is possible. Much, much more.
Yes, and that's where my curiosity comes from, because then I
Yes.
want to connect more, because I want to have more interaction. But how is difficult.
Well, of course, there are clear-cut methods to do that.
Hmm.
In the mediumship community, nobody teaches that actually, except me. But for you, they just tell you to relax and to blend with them, and then to open your consciousness up more and be less and be less uh, pre. Don't have any expectations, and then they will come to you. It is more about just relaxing, opening yourself up, going into the power as you know, blending with spirit as you know, and then the point is not to focus strongly, right? Not like that. That doesn't work. You have to be totally relaxed, but you need to have the intention, the conscious intention, and you put the intention prior to the session to
Hmm.
blend with your guide.
Hmm.
Okay? So first you say, okay, now I sit down and blend with spirit, right? Boom. Then you do your usual opening and whatever you do, and then spirit come and you feel them, right? You do feel them.
Hmm.
And then prior to that, you can then ask your guide, you can ask them softly, please come and make yourself known.
Hmm.
Okay?
Hmm.
And okay, I will tell you some steps, okay, since they told you that, right? This is